the Apple MacBook Air M4, LG Gram 16, 2024, Lenovo ThinkPad X9 15 Aura Edition, 2025, Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 13 Aura Edition, and MSI Prestige 13 AI Plus Evo are the most popular lightweight laptops of 2025. But which is the absolute best? We are going to compare them to each other and score them in various categories, with some categories holding more weight than others. In the end, we'll decide which is the best one based on the final score. We will declare the absolute winner. Let's dive in. First, we are going to compare them on the performance and processing power category, which has a multiplier of 2. The Apple MacBook Air M4 packs a serious punch for everyday tasks with its new M4 chip. It's significantly faster than previous models in short bursts, but its fanless design means it can't sustain that peak performance during heavy, long-running jobs like video encoding when compared to actively cooled machines, earning it an 8.8 out of 10. In my experience, the LG Gram 16 is a fantastic daily driver for web browsing and office work thanks to its Intel processor. Yet when I tried to push it with more complex video editing, I noticed some stutters and slowdowns that you wouldn't get on models with more powerful dedicated graphics, which is why I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. I found that the Lenovo ThinkPad X9 15 Aura Edition handles dozens of browser tabs and videos with no issue, however. Considering its premium price, it feels underpowered as it gets significantly outperformed by the cheaper MacBook Air M4 on more demanding benchmarks, which leads me to a score of 6.9 out of 10. The Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 13 Aura Edition is an incredible achievement in portable computing and feels exceptionally responsive for business and productivity workflows. Although its focus on being thin and light means you're paying a premium for a system that isn't primarily built for raw, top-tier processing power like some rivals, so it gets an 8.2 out of 10. Finally, the MSI Prestige 13 AI Plus Evo is an absolute speed demon, flying through every task I threw at it, from massive spreadsheets to video transcoding thanks to its top-of-the-line Intel Core Ultra 9 processor, though it does run a bit hotter than the MacBook Underload, which is a minor trade-off for this level of power, scoring a 9.3 out of 10. With a score of 9.3, the MSI Prestige 13 AI Plus Evo takes the win in this category for its uncompromisingly fast and responsive top-tier processor that handled everything with ease. Next, we're going to compare them on the portability and weight category, which has a multiplier of 3. Starting with the Apple MacBook Air M4, this machine continues to be a joy to carry around thanks to its incredibly slim profile of under 1.2 centimeters and a premium, durable unibody design that feels rock solid in the hands. Though at 1.24 kilograms, it is noticeably heavier than some of the featherweight competition in this list. For its robust build and reliable portability, I am giving it an 8.5 out of 10. The LG Gram 16 is almost disarmingly light for a 16-inch laptop, weighing just around 1.18 kilograms, which is impressive for its size, but this extreme weight loss results in a magnesium alloy chassis that feels hollow and has a worrying amount of flex on both the lid and keyboard deck, despite its military-grade durability certification. This one gets an 8.0 out of 10. Coming in as the heavyweight in this specific lineup, the Lenovo ThinkPad X9 15 Aura Edition is still very portable for a 15-inch device, but at about 1.4 kilograms, its substantial and premium aluminum build simply cannot compete on pure lightness with the other ultralights we are looking at today. I'm rating it a 7.0 out of 10. I was honestly shocked when I first picked up the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 13 Aura Edition, as it is so alarmingly light at just under 1 kilogram that it makes the MacBook Air feel heavy. Yet it sacrifices nothing in build quality, using a premium and resilient blend of carbon fiber and magnesium that feels both featherweight and ready for the road. It earns a 9.8 out of 10. Finally, the MSI Prestige 13 AI Plus Evo is another incredibly featherweight laptop that tips the scales at just under 1 kilogram, making it a dream to slip into a bag. But unlike the X1 Carbon, its chassis feels a tad flimsy and less than premium, with noticeable flex that makes me worry about keeping it safe while on the go. This one scores a 9.2 out of 10. The Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 13 Aura Edition takes the win with 9.8 points by delivering an almost impossibly lightweight design without compromising on the premium, durable feel you expect from a high-end laptop. Next, we're going to compare them on the battery life category, which has a multiplier of 2. The Apple MacBook Air M4 gave me incredible all-day performance, easily lasting through a full workday of mixed use, including browsing, writing, and streaming, without me ever reaching for the charger, though its endurance is quite similar to the previous generation, despite the new chip, earning it a 9.2 out of 10. When I tested the LG Gram 16, it provided over 12 hours of video playback, which is solid, but it struggled to keep up with the competition in this list, often needing a charge before the end of a heavy day, which was a little disappointing compared to its rivals. So I am giving it a 7.0 out of 10. I found that the Lenovo ThinkPad X9 15 Aura Edition could comfortably last around 14 to 15 hours, during light work. However, its beautiful OLED screen noticeably drained the battery faster than I expected during continuous use, making it less reliable than the ThinkPad X1 Carbon for longevity, landing it at a 7.8 out of 10. The Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 13 Aura Edition truly impressed me by lasting nearly 18 hours on a video streaming test. A massive improvement over its predecessor, though my real-world mixed usage brought that number down closer to 9 hours, which is still a very strong performance, meriting an 8.5 out of 10. Finally, the MSI Prestige 13 AI Plus Evo is an absolute endurance champion, lasting an incredible 20 hours and sometimes even more on a single charge during light use, although this amazing battery life comes in a chassis that feels surprisingly flexible and less premium than the others, which is why I'm rating it a 9.7 out of 10. With a stunning scores of 9.7, the MSI Prestige 13 AI Plus Evo takes the win for its simply unmatched longevity that can stretch into a second day of use. Next, we're going to compare them on the display quality category, which has a multiplier of 1.5. The Apple MacBook Air M4 has a display with fantastic color accuracy and reflection handling that makes it a joy for photo editing, but it feels held back by its 60 Hz refresh rate, which results in noticeable ghosting and fast-moving content, giving it a score of 8.2 out of 10. Stepping up in size, the LG Gram 16 gives you a huge, sharp screen with plenty of room for multitasking. Though its base 60 Hz panel also suffers from a slow response time that creates distracting ghosting, which is a letdown for anything other than static work, earning it a 7.8 out of 10. For the Lenovo ThinkPad X9 15 Aura Edition, it promises a premium viewing experience with its vibrant OLED screen, but without the advanced anti-reflection technology found on its smaller sibling, it can be a bit of a mirror in bright rooms, so it gets a 7.5 out of 10. In contrast, the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 13 Aura Edition's display is simply on another level. Its 2.8K OLED panel is not only incredibly sharp and colorful with a smooth 120 Hz refresh rate, but Lenovo's anti-glare coating is some kind of magic that kills reflections, making it pretty much perfect for working anywhere. So I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10. Finally, the MSI Prestige 13 AI Plus Evo packs a beautiful and sharp OLED display that makes content pop with vibrant colors and inky blacks, but it lacks the higher refresh rate and the impressive anti-reflective coating of the ThinkPad, which keeps it from being the absolute best, scoring an 8.8 out of 10. With its stunning do-it-all 120 Hz anti-reflective OLED screen, the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 13 Aura Edition takes a decisive win in this category with its 9.5 points. Finally, we are going to compare them on the value for money category, which has a multiplier of 3. The Apple MacBook Air M4 is now probably the best value you can find in any laptop, offering a robust build and more than enough power with the new M4 chip for a starting price that is genuinely hard to argue with, even if the performance leap over the M3 model is not monumental. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. When I picked up the LG Gram 16, I was amazed at its low weight and the battery just went on for over 15 hours. But my excitement faded when I noticed the build quality just is not there, with our unit showing a warped screen and a general lack of sturdiness that I would expect for a laptop designed to be carried around. It gets a 6.5 out of 10. Lenovo's ThinkPad X9 15 Aura Edition has a truly stunning OLED display, an incredible battery life packed into a sleek aluminum body. However, its price-to-performance ratio is simply not good, making it a tough recommendation unless you prioritize that beautiful screen over everything else and only have light workloads. This one is a 5.0 out of 10. The Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 13 Aura Edition feels like a truly stellar achievement and quite possibly the best laptop in the world, but you absolutely pay a premium for that privilege, which holds it back from being a top contender in a pure value comparison. I rated a 7.5 out of 10. Finally, the MSI Prestige 13 AI Plus Evo delivers on its promise of premium portability and AI-enhanced computing on the go, making it a fantastic choice if you want the latest tech in a package that is even lighter than the MacBook Air. I'm giving it an 8.8 out of 10. With a score of 9.5, the MacBook Air M4 takes the win here because it offers an almost perfect balance of performance, build quality, and affordability that no other laptop on this list can quite match. The results of our comparison show that each product shines in its own way, but the MSI Prestige 13 AI Plus Evo stands out with its score of 105.2. After putting it through its paces, it's clear that this laptop is a powerhouse, effortlessly delivering top-notch performance with its Intel Core Ultra 9 processor, while also winning my heart with its almost phenomenal battery life that stretches well into a second day. Its ultra-lightweight design, paired with a vibrant OLED display, makes it an exceptional choice for those who need a portable yet powerful workhorse. It's easily the winner in this lineup, combining cutting-edge technology with practical usability. Looking at the other contenders, the Apple MacBook Air M4 comes in as a close runner-up with its excellent value and reliable performance for everyday tasks. The Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 13 Aura Edition impressed me most with its stunning display and featherlight design, though it comes at a premium. Meanwhile, the LG Gram 16 offers significant portability for a larger laptop, albeit with some sacrifices in build quality. Unfortunately, the Lenovo ThinkPad X9 15 Aura Edition, although beautiful in its own right, lags behind in raw power and value for money. Each laptop has its strengths, but the MSI Prestige 13 AI Plus Evo clearly takes the crown in this competition.